changes. The same path. The wolf knows a count. Every step borrowed from tomorrow. Cloak drags through mud that never dries. Hair knotted with thorns from last night's lies. Trees lean in, repeat the same crooked line. Path folds back, the start of line. Thump, thump, thump. The wolf waits behind the bend, not for flesh, for the beats she can't lend. Yellow eyes measure what's left in her chest. Each breath a tick, each sigh a rest. You're late for the end, little red one. The forest loops, the hunt's just begun. Basket swings empty, crumbs turn to dust. Grandmother's house appears, then turns to rust. She knocks on doors that open to the same room. Mirror shows a girl already doomed. He steps from shadow, fur like night. Whispers soft, your pulse is losing light. Yellow eyes measure what's left in her chest. Each breath a tick, each sigh a rest. You're late for the end, little red one. The darkness smiles, the count is done. Walk again, walk again. Same twisted route, same stain. Walk again. The cloak weighs heavier, the path grows thinner. Late, late, late for what's within her. Yellow eyes closing, the red bleeds black. No grandmother waits, no turning back. You're late for everything left to feel. The wolf's the timer and the moon will heal. Thump, thump. The clothes
curse. She tumbles through shelves of forgotten books. Pages turn blank where the story once looked. Tick, irregular. The rabbit stands at the edge of the drop. Not running late. He's the reason time stops. White gloves clutch a face without hands. Pocket watch, open glass, crack like plans. You're late for meaning, dear Alice, you see. The fall never ends, it just forgets me. Bottles labeled drink me, pour empty regret. Cakes make her shrink to the size of a dead. Mirrors reflect girls who already died in rooms that expand while the ceiling collides. Tick backward, he appears in the tea-stained hall. Ears like shadows counting the seconds that crawl. White gloves clutch a face without hands. Pocket watch, open glass, crack like plans. You're late for meaning, dear Alice, you see. The darkness rewinds, it erases me. Fall again, fall again. Same void, same spin. Fall again. The rabbit waits at the bottom, that's not there. Late, late for air, for care. White fur fades into ink running thin. Watch hands spin wild, no start, no end. You're late for everything, real little one. The wonderland's gone, the loop has won. Minds, the fall aligns, aligns nothing. I built my kingdom, I reached the height. Every dream conquered in the golden light. The trophies are heavy, the ink is dry, but the room is freezing under a starless sky. I'm lying still in this hollow space, watching the shadows rearrange my face. The clock is ticking, a funeral beat. I feel the frost from my head to my feet. A skeletal hand, a weight on
sigh in the dark. The ice is extinguishing the final spark. Too late for reflection. The mirror is gray. Watching the light of my life fade away. Where do I go? Searching for No need to look for grace. I find my only comfort in the coldness of your face. Oh, this obscure and heavy love underneath the iron sky above. My obsidian heart is beating just for you in the darkness where the lies are true. A shadow kiss, a cold embrace, lost forever in this empty space. So this obscure and heavy oh, this obscure and heavy love underneath the iron sky above. My obsidian heart is beating just for you in the darkness where the lies are true. The set is burning. The actors are gone, but the show, my friends, must carry on. A symphony of copper, a chorus of lead, the most lively dead. I am the director, I am the king. Listen to the bells of the exit ring. Bravo, bravo, to the empty street. Bravo, bravo, to the total defeat. Exit protocol, the final act. The soul is a fiction, the void is a fact. Take a bow, take a bow. The darkness is the only master now. Trumpets ring. The drums collide. There's nowhere left for the stars to Bravo, bravo, to the empty street. Bravo, bravo, to the total defeat. Exit protocol, the final act. Take a bow, take a bow. The darkness is the only master now. End of transmission. is etched in the black. There is no road forward and there is no turning back. I built this empire on wires, on fever and dust, watching the gears of the old world succumb to the rust. Every command is a heartbeat, every pulse is a law. The machine is a beast with a cold and a silver jaw. Step into the rhythm, abandon the weight of your skin. This is the moment where the metal and spirit begin. Accept the input, process the pain. The master is calling, the master remains. Iron command, obey the beat of the heart that is dead. Iron command, follow the path where the senses have bled. The machine doesn't lie, it only defines what is true. I am the architect, I am the signal in you. Under my iron command. Like needles that puncture the sky, injecting the data, making the simulation cry. I've forgotten the feeling of sunlight, the texture of rain. I only know voltage, I only know digital gain. Perfectly timed, a beautiful system, a logic that I have designed. No more rebellion, no more the ghost in the gears. I've calculated the sum of 1,000 years. Signal in you. Listen to the hum of the old machine. But I found the pulse in the ghost of the grid, searching for secrets that the fathers hid. The current is changing, the signal is new. I'm trying to find a way back to you, through the haze of the electric blue.
The frequencies are bleeding, the past is interceding. Wait for the spark to ignite.
We are the legacy of static and light, burning the hole in the middle of the night. Nothing is lost, nothing is new. Walking the line between the old and the true. A symphony of copper,
A chorus of fire.
Obey the rhythm,
I break the chain,
and from the ashes we rise again. Temperature is dropping in the hall of chrome. A liquid silver current finds its way back home. In the chemistry of shadows I begin to trace the cold metallic structure of a perfect face.
Step into the ripple,
feel the heavy flow. I'm drifting through the surface of a silent sea, where every reflection looks a bit like me. I reach for the texture, I reach for the light, but velvet is the only thing I find tonight.
awake. How much of this pressure can a circuitry take?
Velvets,
Silver and chromes,
a story of longing that's never been told.
the melody's moving, the cycle is dead.
A secret the silicon promised to keep.
Liquid stillness. Reflect the dark merge. With the silver.
Yellow neon is bleeding through his sulfur haze. A ghost in the center of a cold in a neon maze. The air is a poison that tastes like the memory of fire. Climbing the rungs of a broken and rusted desire. The city's melting, the asphalt is soft like a grave. Saving the things that no one is trying to save. I walk through the vapor, I walk through the shadows alone. King of a kingdom made of silicon wire and bone. I remember a time when the horizon was open and wide. Before the great error, before we all withered inside. Now we are breathing the dust of a dying machine. Searching for signals in spaces that remain unseen. The clouds are so heavy, they're pressing the light from the street. A symphony written in rhythms of metallic defeat. Don't look for the exit, there's nowhere for you to go. Everything's sinking the sulphurous river below. Breath in the sulphur, breath in the dark. Waiting for the very final spark. Clouds of lead on the streets of mercury and gold. The coldest story that Buster Stum ever told. In the sulphur, I find my throne. In the sulphur, I am finally alone. The haze is my skin. is my skin. The smoke is my breath. A slow celebration. A beautiful day. Breath in the sulfur. Breath in the dark. Waiting for the very final spark. In the sulfur, I find my throne. In the sulfur, I'm finally alone. I bought you black carnations and a ribbon made of lead to celebrate the secrets and the things we never said. The curtains in the parlor are heavy and they're old, protecting us from stories that should never have been told. You're sitting in the corner with a glass of silver wine. I'm tracing out the patterns where your shadow meets with mine. The world outside is screaming, but here it's perfectly still. Submission to the darkness, submission to the will. It's a long and lonely winter. It's a deep and quiet sea, and you are the only anchor that is left inside of me. There's a perfume in the hallway, like incense and decay. The smell of all the memories that we've tried to wash away. Your skin is pale as marble, your eyes are dark as ink. We're standing on the edge and we refuse to even blink. Let the city burn to ashes, let the servers all go down. We'll be the king and queen of this forgotten hollow town. Every kiss is like a funeral, every touch is like a prayer. A desperate kind of magic in the suffocating air. We are prisoners of the nightfall, we are captives of the gloom, building up our heaven in the center of a tomb. In our velvet grave, we find our rest with the twisted labyrinth of a darkened mind. In our velvet grave, we'll finally
Do you feel them all? It's beautiful. Do you see the dark? It's us.
in our velvet grave. We find our rest with the weight of the night upon our chest. An obscure affection, a love so deep, a promise that the shadows always keep. I am kneeling at the terminal of light, praying to the gods of the electric night. My skin is cold, my breath is thin. Let the heavy current settle in. I'm a fragile spark in a house of steel, waiting for the circuitry to make me feel. There's mercury running through my prayer. I can feel the tension in the heavy air. The ritual it begins with silent hum, waiting for the liberation to come. Break my code and leave me bare in the silicon altar in the lion's lair. Rise from the ashes of the grid, reveal the secrets that you hid. I am burning the high voltage flame, forgetting my body, forgetting my name. The machine is me. I am finally free. Total surrender.